Welcome to my channel. I'm Janessa. Grab yourself a drink and I'll tell you a little story. So yeah, I had a little COVID scare. But first, pink eye. So, back a few years ago, I had pink eye. Not the kind of pink eye you get from rubbing your face on a dog's ass. Just don't even go there. No. So, yeah, I woke up. My eyes were swollen, glued together. Disgusting. Cleaned myself up, cold compress, all that. I need to go to the doctor. And so I went to my doctor, and he's like, "You don't have bacterial pink eye. You have viral pink eye." Great. What does that mean? He's like, "Well, there's nothing I can do about it. You just have it. You can use some eye drops to help, with the itchiness." It's like, really? That's it? It's like, yeah. When you have viral pink eye, your eyes don't ooze stuff like the bacterial kind that little kids get all the time. Like, because, children are bacterial vectors. Like, they're just... kids get sick so often. It's so gross. But no, so I have viral pink eye. So that means every time I get sick, it is a goddamn dice roll on whether or not my pink eye comes back. That's not fun. Just telling you, it's not, because you get the flu and you get pink eye too. Ooh, awesome. So it's not always 50%, I would say, the time my pink eye comes back. I would say people that suffer cold sores, when you get sick, you get a cold sore. So when I get sick, I get pink eye. So it kind of sucks. So last week, not feeling great. Just not feeling great. So thank goodness I live in Canada, because I could just, go to the testing center. Like, the pink eye was coming back. Wasn't, so I knew, like, bit of a fever, really bad sore throat. Like, oh shit, is this COVID on top of pink eye? Like, what's gonna happen? I can't handle this anymore. I've had a really rough spring, like really rough. So summer is like, can I just get through summer with no drama? That would be awesome. But no, pink eye comes back. I just want some time to, like, not be sick. So hop on down to the testing center near my local hospital. It's great. They don't even let you in the hospital. You get to stand outside the building, and it sort of snakes around, and part of it you get to be in a tunnel of doom heading through. At least it had air conditioning, but it still felt like you're doing the tunnel of doom, because you're finding out your fate. And so, go get in. Triage nurses right there. They want to see your health card, line you up, give you info. They're like, "Oh, by the way, you can sign up to get your results online." I'm like, fantastic. I don't have to wait to call my doctor next week. Like, because, the weekend was coming up, and I'm like, all right, I'll do that. And they said, results will be 24 hours. I'm like, fantastic. Like, seriously, considering what's happening in the US, like, 24 hours, awesome. Pretty good. So, sit there in the little waiting room waiting to see the doctor to, have my doom, because, I had my test in March, didn't know what I was being tested for at the time. They told me I was being tested for influenza. And nope. Found out a week later I had been tested for COVID. I'm like, oh, that's what that was. It's shit. So I knew that the Q-tip was coming. And I wouldn't say it was unpleasant the first time it was done. It was just really, really startling, and it's like, what the hell? Please don't do that again. And so, you know, my anxiety was up a little bit, like, just saying, just because, you know, it's coming. So the doctor calls me in, and like, you're literally, the only thing is there is a chair, because disinfectant, like, you know, they want to be able to turn this around really quick, and I get that. Not like March. Maybe my next video will be my hospital visit in March, because that was fucking scary, and I did not want to go to the hospital, but I had to, like, just, like, I was told I had to go, even though I didn't want to go. And so, you know, the nurse comes, no, doctor comes in, and she's like, okay, we're just gonna do this test. And I'm like, okay. And she takes the Q-tip and she shoves it up my nose. And this was not like the first time. This was definitely not like the first time. There goes my cat. Like, seriously, not like the first time. She was digging for gold or something, because, like, holy shit, did it ever hurt. Like, it hurt a lot. She was just like, I don't know. Like, I felt like she might rupture something. It hurt so bad. And I needed to grab onto something, because I'm like, it can't be that long. How much longer does she need to have it up there? So there was nothing else to grab to. So I grabbed her arms. Like, I just grabbed her arms. Like, it was reflex. I'm like, I just needed to grab onto something. And she's like, don't pull my arms away. And I'm like, just hurry up. I just need to hold on to something. And she's like, okay. And just, you know, but she kept it up there. Even though I told her it was hurting and I just needed to hold on to something, she's just like, I need to keep it up there. And my cat wants to be fed. Sorry. She's a little beggar. And so, oh, please stop. Please stop. Please stop. Welcome. Here's the YouTubes. So, no, back to this. She pulls it out, and she's like, okay, we're done. I'm like, thank goodness. Seriously, what the hell? And so I'm just like, please, just never again. I don't want to go through this again. She's like, go home and self-isolate. I'm like, really? No, shocking. Yes, no shit. Thanks. I was planning on going and licking doorknobs. Like, seriously. Of course, I went home and I just went to bed, because I felt like shit. That's why I was there, to be tested, because I felt like crap. I'm like, you know, sore throat, fever. No, I'm gonna be tested. Okay, go, be free. And, you know, they said 24 hours. It was not 24 hours. It is a long weekend in Canada. Okay, I'll grant them that. It isn't even like a true long weekend, because like half the world works, half the world doesn't. Whatever. It's fine. You know, so like I kept checking compulsively every 4 hours for my results. And I can't even imagine what some people in the US are going through, because like you get that test and it's like days longer than us. Would you stop? She really wants to be fed. A little bugger. Okay, so I'm just like, it took 3 days. Don't tell me it's gonna be 24 hours. If it's gonna take 3 freaking days for a test. Like, seriously, it took 3 days. I mean, it is the weekend, but just don't tell me, and it would have been fine. Then I wouldn't have compulsively checked online for things like every 4 hours. There she goes again. I know. I will feed you soon. Oh, definitely feeding time. So, test was negative. Even though it took 3 days, fine, great, woo, relief. But I still had pink eye. Stop it. It's feeding time. She's hungry. That's alright. It only took a few days and it was cleared up and gone, and you know, all was right with the world again. But yeah, like, still, I was concerned, I was scared, I was anxious, I was just, everything was just like amped up, because like, shit, it's going around. It's scary, very scary. So that was my story of being tested legitimately because I thought I had COVID. The first time I was just really sick. I'm like, maybe that's my next video. My going to the hospital on the 15th of March when I really didn't want to go. So, it's my channel. Thought that was interesting, funny, I don't know. Maybe we'll do a shot of my cat at the end of the video because she's ridiculously cute. Yeah, my name's Janessa. Like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.
It represents manufacturers. It's a lobbying group. That's, I mean, at the end of the day, it's what they are.
Hello, world.